Alright guys, welcome to another Road to Platinum video. As you guys can see on the screen, I got the Platinum for Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. If you guys don't know the way these work, I'm going to give you some overall info about the game, some general, like a general review and like overall how hard and how long it took me to get the Platinum. And also, that's it. And there's just some straight up gameplay in the back. So Far Cry 3 is not the third installment actually. It's technically like the fifth or sixth, but it's still technically the third, so I don't know how you describe it. But I'm not gonna give too many facts about it. All I know is it came out about 2013, I'm pretty sure. 2012? No, like 2011? I don't remember. I didn't write anything down right now. I need to do that more. I kind of keep skipping on writing scripts. But, overall review about the game, let's start doing that first. What did I enjoy the most? Of course, I enjoyed the gunplay. Quite a bit. This is probably one of my favorite versions of gunplay in a Far Cry game. Because in Far Cry New Dawn, I don't like it because RPG elements, of course, and it just doesn't feel Far Cry. Far Cry 5 I don't like because everything feels very similar in Far Cry 5. Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 3 are probably my favorite, unless we're going back to like old Far Cry's. Then it would be Far Cry 2. But the way Far Cry 3's guns play out is each gun feels different. Like, I can use one sniper and then use another, and you can tell there's a drastic difference between them. Which, I use the sniper only, as you guys can see right here in the clip. Well, I use two things. This DMR that you guys see right here, and the sniper. Those were the only guns I used for the last, like, 8 hours of getting the plat. The sniper's just my favorite gun ever. But, yeah, so, just overall gun feel was excellent. Everything felt different, and it felt just super smooth. Why the crafting screen's up there? Crafting. How did I feel about it? I actually didn't do a lot of crafting in this playthrough of getting the plat. I just didn't. I avoided crafting almost entirely except for my wallet, my weapons, and my munitions. That was the only things I upgraded. Everything else I skipped. And then I also crafted, of course, my syringes and everything like that, because that is also part of the trophy. So crafting system is nothing crazy, but it's still something that, in this game, it works well. It's been in every Far Cry except for Far Cry 5, I believe. I don't know, I haven't played Far Cry 5 in a long time, so I don't even remember. What else? Let's talk about the side content. The side content in the game was very boring, which it's fine because when the game came out, a lot of open world games were having a lot of boring content. But this had 3 major side things to do: poker, races. Oh, more like 6 major side things to do: poker, races. You could do outposts, of course, but those eventually disappear. They all technically eventually disappear. But outpost, path hunter missions, wanted dead missions, and then you could do the knife games, and you just throw the knife in the bullseye to get the most points. But they all felt very boring except for the outpost. I do enjoy outpost. I don't know why. I did all the outposts almost twice. So I did enjoy them. The outposts are fun. The side content's fun. I just don't really see a point in playing like poker. It didn't make much sense to play it other than to get the trophy. Same with like, no, it's literally just poker and the throwing the knife game that I didn't really ever want to go back to. The supply drops, races, and the wanted dead missions and path hunter missions were fun because they gave you somewhat of a challenge for the wanted dead and the path hunter missions. And then the supply drop missions are sort of like a time trial type thing, and then races are races. So I enjoyed them quite a bit. And then let's hop straight into, I guess, car handling because we're in a car. all the cars feel like poo. They're all garbage. I hate them all. I'm not even kidding. None of them felt good. They would either have hella understeer or hella oversteer, depending on which one you're in. Like the buggy, I believe it was, has a lot of oversteer. And then the normal car that you guys see me driving right now has a bunch of understeer. So I couldn't find a nice in-between for any car. The closest you could get is the Jeep, but even then it still had either... In certain cases, it'll have a little oversteer or a little understeer. But that's literally it. And then if you don't pick the Jeep or the buggy, everything else is just super slow as well. Let's get down to the store in the game. So the way buying weapons works and just stores in general. The way the store works in the game is you just, of course, go out, get money. Certain weapons can hold 1, 2, or 3 attachments. And you would buy the base gun, buy attachments for a few hundred each, and then you could also change the paint for $200 each. And it was basically the same thing over and over again for weapons. So there's not really a lot to talk about there. Weapon categories, there's pistols, LMGs, specials, snipers, rifles, shotguns, and I think that's it. Oh, and melee weapons, because you could change your knife and stuff to a few different knives. But there was, I think in total, like 24 guns or something like that. So a good amount of guns. I actually enjoyed using majority of them. I didn't touch a single LMG though. I remember that. I did not touch any LMGs. But it was overall generally fun to use those weapons. And the store can also be used to buy things like consumables, which would be body armor and syringes. You could also buy maps, which maps would let you know where all the collectibles are and everything like that. Which collectible wise, for the platinum at least, the collectibles weren't bad because you only had to get half of them for the platinum. So that was really nice. What else do we talk about? I guess we could talk about the bell towers, or the radio towers. They're garbage. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about the DLC. This game has 2 DLCs, about a total of like 4 hours or so, 5 hours. I played through both of them. I know I said I was going to play through them on the channel, but I ended up not. Played through both of them. They were actually really fun. I played through them after the platinum though, so... But they were generally fun. I enjoyed playing through them. They're nothing crazy. It's pretty much... think of it like a dungeon type thing, kind of. It sends you into an area for one of them. I don't remember which one it was. It sends you into an area, and you just pretty much fight your way through it and then get to the end. And then there's like 2 or 3 of those. And then you have Herc's missions, which are really fun. And it's just you pretty much meeting Herc, because he's a DLC character. He wasn't in the base game at all, so... I think that's all when it comes to overall review. Oh, and the stealth. That was something I did want to talk about too, was the stealth. And the skill system. But we'll talk about stealth first. So the stealth in this game actually is awesome. Sometimes. It's weird. So the stealth works really well. The rock is nice to be able to throw and lure someone over there. And suppressors work properly in most cases. But when it doesn't work, it screws you. So I shot a bullet. I killed a guy, right? And the problem is that if you hit him, from the way it looked, if you hit him in his shoulders or the legs, if there's a guy within like 4 to like 15 feet away, he'll hear it and you'll get caught. Which, that's another dumb thing, is that they instantly detect you once someone drops dead, and if they hear it or see it. Which I think is dumb, because like, how would they know where the bullet came from, you know what I mean? But onto the skills. The skills in this game were really nice. I found them being less beneficial towards the end of the game, though. The first maybe like 5 or so in each category is probably the best. And then, of course, upgrading your health all the way. But that's about all to talk about when it comes to skills. They're all generally good, but the first few you get are the best. Now to the platinum. Give me 1 second, because I have to look at how much time it took me. Okay, so I checked. It took me a total of about 25 hours in that playthrough to get the platinum. which is long. It's because I played it on the channel on that playthrough, and I just generally did it very slow. In general, I just took my time with the platinum, but about 25 hours. It was a little under, but I rounded up. And I enjoyed it fully, every minute of it. How difficult was the platinum, and what was my hardest thing to get? The platinum's like a 2 out of 10, bro. It's one of the easiest platinums. You get majority of the trophies from just playing through the game the first time around, so. But I would say the hardest thing to get for me was throwing the rocks to distract enemies. Because at first I didn't know that they have to walk over there and then walk back to where they were patrolling. So that kind of screwed me. In the end, though, I found out you could do it to just one guy over and over again. But that was probably the hardest thing, and getting all the relics. Not because the relics were particularly hard, it's just because they took a long time. And they were just annoying overall, because there's not a good way to travel amongst the islands easy, so. But that is going to be the end of my reviews and of my platinum talk, because there's not really much to talk about when it comes to platinuming games. Usually they're very simple. If I have a problem, I usually tell you guys about it, but this game was very straightforward, and there's no bugs or anything with the trophies, so I don't need to talk to you about any glitches or bugs, because I ran into little to no bugs in this game. I think there was one visual bug, and it was shades, which is usually what I have happen with me in a few games. So no bugs or glitches to talk about, no glitch trophies or anything that I ran into. But my overall review of the game, I give it like a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. This is one of my favorite Far Cry's. Far Cry is one of my favorite franchises of all time, and I enjoyed every minute of it. But with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys want to see on the channel in the future. I'll catch you guys soon in the next Road to Platinum video.